Let me just start off by saying that this is not a tutorial video. I have actually never overclocked any graphics card. So this will be my experience almost. So I have a NVIDIA GTX 960. 960 has a base clock of 1127 with a boost clock of 1178. But the one that I have is the EVGA SSC edition. So that's super clocked. So it's a factory overclocked. And so let's see, the specification for this one is uh, let me just take a look. I'm using my Lumia. Okay, so it has a base clock of 1279 and a boost clock of 1342, and I'm hoping it to get it to 1400 megahertz. This is the 2 gig model, by the way, 2 gig model of the 960. And the only software that we will use to benchmark this is Cinebench, and just to see if I can get the OpenGL score higher. So we're gonna do that right now. Okay, so let's get a base clock, base number before it's overclock. Let's see what it gets. And I have the side cover off, so if you can hear the noise, I'm hoping that you can hear a little bit of the graphics card noise. But my computer with the side panel on is super quiet, and this is a 0 dB graphics card, meaning when it's not being, I guess, used, it will be off. And let's see what it gets. I'm guessing it's gonna get in the 120 something range, and after I overclock it, I'm hoping it gets over 140 FPS for OpenGL. And this is not the best way to benchmark your overclock, but I don't really care. I mean, I'm expecting maybe 5% improvement, and that will not make a difference in games, but it's mostly just benchmarking where you can actually see a difference. Okay, so we got 114, which is actually pretty low. I was hoping 120 at least. All right, so the software that EVGA, uh, the EVGA software that will allow you to overclock is EVGA Precision X. So I'm gonna get closer to get the tripod closer to the computer, and let's see what happens. We'll play with the settings and stuff like that. So EVGA Precision X 16. Yes. It will require administration access. And there it is. Let's get maybe zoomed in even more. Okay, right now the temperature is 47 degrees Celsius. And we're going to get the GPU clock offset to 1400 for now. So about 130 megahertz, and that adjusted value would be 1408. And I'm not sure if I need to change the power target or any of the GPU temperature or memory clock. Should probably do this as well, but all I'm looking at is the GPU clock at this moment, because I'm not very familiar with what actually increases this number. So I think now it is running at, right now it's running at 135. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. Maybe I can have this in the background, but no, just to make this exactly how it was. I'm gonna run the benchmark again, see if we get better score. Do I need to restart the computer? I don't even know. All right, I'll be back after the benchmark is finished. So I got an error code. It says the TDR has been detected. The application must close. Okay. So I think that was not a successful overclock, but we'll try it one more time, see if it works. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna get the power target higher. Maybe that'll fix it. But I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. Maybe I should have done a small incrementally, but I'll be back again. Alright, same issue. The TDR has been detected. Would you like to? Nope. And so let's go back to EVGA Precision X, and we're going to. Does it? No, that really messes up with it. Nope, I don't want that. HPA Enhance is not bad. Movie is not bad. Okay. Okay, so what we'll do right now is get the power target higher. So let's get 110%. You know, yeah, I think that'll be fine. 110% GPU clock offset still the same, and we'll see if it works this time. So right now my current over GPU clock is 1277, but the fan speed is still not on. Why is the fan not on? That's very interesting. So let's open up Cinebench and run the benchmark, and hopefully this time it works. And I'm not going to stop the recording just because of a feeling that it will crash. Or maybe it won't. Maybe the power target just fixed everything. Very smooth, and you can probably see the texture issues. It's having issues with the text, like there is some maybe not. Yep, okay, it failed. That's fine. And I also get this from Windows that I didn't show last time. Display driver stopped working. Okay, so this time we will you know, okay, I'm going to get the fan, manually turn on the fan. Maybe that will fix it. Maybe not. The lighting is terrible, but we're gonna have to deal with it. So did I apply it the last time? I did, I believe so. Let's get the fan all the way up, just so we know that that is not a temperature issue. It's already going down. The computer is super loud, but that's fine. I don't think this is safe. You're not supposed to run it at 100%, but I don't care. This sounds like a car, maybe even more than a car. Okay, so let's get Cinebench, Windows 64-bit, and run it. This might be a 15-minute video. And hopefully it works. I don't think it's the cooling issue. Maybe I need to change the voltage or something. People who have done this many times probably know exactly what you need to do to change it. I know I can get the overclock to have it lower megahertz, but if it works, if this works, then you know, that's that. Oh, it actually was able to finish the entire benchmark, and let's see what kind of FPS we get. 123.24 FPS. That's not very impressive at all. I was hoping it will get to 1130, but there is default. So let's do again. Power target to 110, GPU clock offset to 1500 this time. All the way to 1500. 15, because it was able to finish the benchmark. So 1533 megahertz, that's a increase of 255 megahertz. Here is how you can change the voltage, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to change the voltage at all, and I'm going to get the fan manually to 74%, because I think that's the issue. Okay, that's maybe too much. Like 50% at least, or 48%. No, let's set to auto. Okay, and we'll run the benchmark again and see what it happens. So right now it is set to over 1500, over 15, okay, 1519, that's the exact. And we'll run the benchmark and see what happens. And I do have the fan speed to, oh, okay, crashed right away, and there was that thing. So that is obviously just way too much. This is way too much overclock. So let's go back, and we're going to get it down to 1400 megahertz, and 1400 megahertz is, let's get it like 1450, 1464, and that is what we're gonna do. Apply it, and if it fails, I'm gonna manually change the fan speed to 100% or 50%. Let's hope it doesn't crash right away. Yep, it's crashing, it seems like. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to, oh, Precision X is running on the background. Oh man, GPU clock is 1603. Oh man, that is a lot. So we've got the fan to 100%. That is like going to break the fan. That's what it seems like. Oh well. So still I have it set to increase of 181. 1429 is fine. Now let's go back to Cinebench, and I'll have Precision X running on the background. I don't think it makes it, nah, to keep it fair we'll close it. See if it fails. Nope. So right now I think the overclock is 1429, or the clock speed is 1429. And I might have to change with the RAM speed. Oh, okay, crash. It's fine. Okay. Have it set to default again. Power target to 110. Memory clock, that's what I need to change, I think. I'll find out. Okay. EVGA GTX 960 SSC overclock, and let's get a number from the user base at Tom's Hardware and find what I think what might be safe. So it's saying GPU clock offset of 50 megahertz and then memory of 500 megahertz. Okay, we'll do that then. We'll get it to 110 here, 50. Can I want the number to be exact. 55, 50. How do I? $60 is fine, and then let's get the memory clock to 500. 512. and apply it. It's over 15 minutes. That's fine. And then we'll run the benchmark again. This is pretty close to what they have it on Tom's Hardware. So I didn't change the GPU clock, but there was like a texturing issue already. I didn't really change with the GPU clock, but I did change the VRAM. Very smooth. And this video will not be over 20 minutes. I will stop it. This might be it for the video. I have not really succeeded. But this is the kind of shows how much time you should dedicate to this. And you should use different benchmark, not Cinebench. I don't think anyone really used Cinebench to see the difference between before and after. But I did. So this looks very smooth. Like very, very smooth. Okay, so we got a frame rate of 123.11. It's very not that impressive. We'll get to 1491, upper 1400. And this will be it. This is gonna be my last benchmark, and then I'm gonna stop. And then after I'm done with the video, I'm just gonna press default and then go back to how it was. I don't really care about 5% difference. This graphics card, oh, okay. I don't think it will do, okay. Whatever, thank you for watching. I don't think I've learned anything really from this video. If you have, that's great.